A few years back when I was 18 years old, I went to another country for the first time in my life, and that country was Greece. My mom told me and my brothers one day, so you know how we're Greek, right? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, well, since we're Greek and you guys have never been to Greece, I'm about to take you all to the motherland so you could see your roots and where you're from and shit like that. And we were like, all right. So we went to Greece and we were introduced to a new way of life, a culture shock, as some people would say. People were very relaxed. They lived for today and didn't really give a shit about tomorrow. And also something that I didn't really think about when we were going to Greece was that everybody was Greek. Yeah, I know it's shocking, but it's true. This person was Greek. That person was Greek. Everybody was fucking Greek. And it was so weird being in a place where everyone was just one thing. Like my mind couldn't understand it. There were obviously some other nationalities there, like mainly Turkish people and some German people, you know, but it was just weird being in a place where the entire country is just one type of thing. But then I saw some other people and I was like, yeah, finally, I feel like I'm back home. But one of the main things that I had to deal with in Greece was the language barrier. Now, I speak Greek. I thought I spoke Greek pretty good until I was actually around Greek people who only spoke Greek. I didn't realize how much shit I didn't know. Like, I wanted to order food to be delivered, but I was like, how the fuck do you say delivery in Greek? I've never had to say that word in my life. I mean, I probably could have just explained to them what I wanted on the phone. I could call the place up and say to them in Greek, yeah, so you guys know how you have food over there, right? Well, could you take some of that food and bring it to my house? But then they'd be like, oh, why didn't you just say blah, blah, blah instead of that? And I'd be like, because I don't know that word in Greek. And they'd be like, oh, you are a stupid American. We will shit in your food. So I was like, fuck that shit. I'll let my mom take care of that. But a lot of the language barrier problem I had in Greece though was just my own stupidity and not understanding like the Greek slang, I guess. Like for example, I was at one of those convenience stands they have on every block and I went there to get something, and when I got there, the guy working there says to me, Pios είναι Olympiakos, because my brother was wearing an Olympiakos jersey. And for those of you who don't speak Greek, the direct translation of that is, who is Olympiakos, which is a very famous Greek soccer team. So the guy tells me that, and I'm confused because I'm so fucking stupid. But what he was saying was basically like, are you fans of Olympiakos? The same way that someone in America would say to somebody else, let's go Yankees, or some shit like that, to show that they both like the same team. But see, since I'm fucking stupid and the direct translation of what he said was, who is Olympiakos, I thought this guy was asking me a direct question. I thought I pulled up to this fucking stand and this guy just started quizzing me like, oh, you want to buy a chocolate bar? Well, first you must answer my riddle. Who is Olympiakos? So because of that, I told him, instead of being like, oh, we are, I said Iomada, which means the team. And this guy's fucking looking at me like, what the fuck did you just say? But after he realized that I'm dumb, he was like, yeah, okay. And it was very awkward, but I think the main reason I said that was because I was so paranoid. See, before I went to Greece, my grandma told me and my brothers, when you go to Greece, be careful because the Greeks do not like the Greek Americans and they will call you Hazo Americani, which basically means like dumb or stupid Americans. So because of that, in my mind, I was like, this guy obviously knows that I'm not from here and this is a test. And if I answer it wrong, he's going to charge me double or something like that because I'm a stupid American. But I'm not a stupid American. I'm smart. I'm a smart American. I know the answer, and obviously I clearly am a stupid American, and I'm just dumb in general. Basically what I said to him is the same shit as if I went to a store and he said to me, what's up? And I looked at him with a dead serious face and said, what's up? The sky. And he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this kid's got some problems. So yeah, that was the time I embarrassed myself in Greece. It probably isn't that big of a deal, but I still think about it to this day. Just this guy thinking to himself, why would he say that? What the fuck is wrong with that kid? Honestly, it's probably like if someone said to me, let's go Yankees, and I said, yeah, come on, let's go, move it, let's go, or some shit like that. But maybe one day after years of therapy, I will be able to move on from that experience. But for now, it still haunts me, and if I ever go back to Greece, I can never go back to that stand again. If I ever go back, he'd probably be like, oh my god, look, that's the guy who I said to him, who's Olympiakos? And he said, the team. Oh my god, what a fucking mala.